Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're taking it a bit slow because yesterday we went on the Ganja walking tour and then we went to the Irish pub O'Reilly's, which was really cool, and we tried like some of the Dutch stouts, which was really nice. I can't actually pronounce any of them right now, but at the time I think I was okay, I hope. But anyway, so today I really wanted to make phone, never mind. Yeah, so as I was saying, today I really want to make a video about the worst things to say to an amputee, and I actually had all the ideas on my phone, but I'm going to try and memorize them. Let's see how well I do until I have to pick my phone up. So scenario one, I actually had somebody walk past me and like a little kid, couldn't have been more than like 10, 11, I don't know, but he like was talking to his mum and he was like, "Oh mum, look, that girl's chopped." And I just thought, well, chopped, like what the fuck does that mean? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I get it, I mean, it's more like amputated, but chopped, I think that was a pretty graphic name to use, a graphic description to use for like a 10-year-old. I mean, I'm not saying she was a bad mum, but I'm just saying like maybe she should teach her child a little bit of manners, you know. But to be honest, for me, the first thing I thought was it was hilarious that a child that young could come up with something like that, you know. I thought that was just the most funniest thing in the world. But I mean, people have said worse, I guess. It's just the most absurd thing I've heard from someone under 18 or maybe, I don't know, I'll have to think of a few other scenarios I've had. But other than that, I think that's probably going to be the funniest thing, maybe not the worst, but it's pretty high up there on my list. So yeah, that's the least worst thing someone has said to me. I think another situation I could think of is I remember being in Sainsbury's one time and there was somebody who came up to my mum and just said, "Oh, what happened to her?" And I was just, I mean, I'm trying not to rant here, but seriously, people, like, I don't think people understand. People are lovely towards me as well, don't get me wrong, but there are some very bizarre situations I get myself in. So anyway, this lady in Sainsbury's now, yeah, there was not really any manners that came across in the way that she asked me, or asked my mum, should I say. But I just think that if she thought slightly about how she was coming across, I would have answered her, you know. I'm happy to answer questions, I'm happy to talk to people. I just need people to be transparent with me and just ask me, but be careful on how you come across, because, for example, I've had people flat out ask me, "Okay, how do you have sex?" Like, I wouldn't walk up to you and ask you how you had sex. Like, don't you think that would be a bit weird, and that might give off the wrong impression, and that's not the impression I want people to have of me, you know. I mean there's Google, right? I mean, it depends if you want to find out about that type of stuff, but anyway, moving on. But yeah, so that was a pretty bizarre, I think I just pretty much take these with a pinch of salt, because you can't take everything to heart. You can't make everything introspective. You have to just say, "Oh, they're just wondering," you know, because they only see me from face value, and that's the advice I would give to other amputees, is don't be worried about people staring at you, because people are going to be staring at you for probably the rest of your life, and you might as well use it to your advantage, you know. So one thing I like to do is to get have like crazy hair or like crazy makeup, or if I like don't style my eyebrow properly one day, I'll like use myself as an excuse to not like do my eyebrows properly, and I'll just say, well, people are going to be staring anyway, they're not going to even notice my eyebrows properly, who knows. But yeah, I mean, I use it in that funny way to kind of just calm myself down, because sometimes we can overthink how we look, especially as amputees, and I know some amputees also have issues with like self-esteem or whatever not, but honestly there's nothing to fear. Like, we are who we are, and you know, and to everybody else, I mean, we're just human. I mean, sometimes we look okay, sometimes we don't, but we should never let that get in the way with how we view ourselves and how others view us. So third scenario, I would say would be, I remember. So there was this old white guy who came up to me. I think it was in Sainsbury's again. What is up with Sainsbury's? I'm not going back there, because every time I go in there, someone's either trying to cuss me or I've got a backhanded compliment. Like, I'm not going back there. No offense, guys, but I prefer Waitrose. or Tesco. But yeah, Sainsbury's. Yeah, this old white guy was like, what did he say to my mum now? I think he said something along the lines of, oh, like, how can you be happy if you've got no arms or legs or if you look like that? And it's just like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm sorry I'm swearing right now, and I apologize in advance, but what the fuck does that mean? Why shouldn't I be happy? You know, I'm myself, you know. I mean, I feel good, I look good, you know, I'm traveling, I'm alive and breathing. Yes, I've got no arms and legs, but I've got enough resources to like buy myself prosthetics, which help increase my quality of life, you know. And those are the things that I look at. I don't just, you know, sit here and think, oh, look, I've got no arms and legs, and yeah, I've got this and that, but I've still got nothing because I haven't got my arms and legs. That makes no sense. In like life, like what my mum says is, you got to make the best of the situation, and I think that's exactly what I've done, and I think a lot of other amputees have done. And of course, they don't come on camera and talk about that, but that's why I'm here, to be a voice for those people who are amputees, or for people who just feel like they're in the shadows a bit and need a voice to speak up for them until they can find their own voice. That's why I'm here. So, but yeah, you get the point of the story. Like, it was so unnecessary for him to say that, and I think his intention was to just find out, like, oh, like, why are you like that? I think with his lifestyle, maybe he spoke like a bit of Cockney type of, he was, I don't know, a lad's lad, I guess. I don't know, but I guess he led that lifestyle, and he's some sort of thought, how can you be happy like that? I think it's a bit superficial to ask that, because other people who live other ways of life, live differently. We'll be happy in different ways, not just your way of living in life, you know. So I think that's just one thing I learned from that, and I guess you just learn from these and you move on. So that's it. So I picked up my phone because I couldn't remember the other two. So now I'm gonna be speaking about the scenario 4, where I remember I went out shopping, and this guy I was with my mum, and this guy followed my mum and I into, at the time it was British Home Store, so this was a very, very long time ago. And he actually, I think, I didn't see him at first, like, walking into the store, but I knew that he was near us. I don't know, it's weird, like, you could, I saw him in my peripheral vision. He wasn't exactly, like, in front of me, but yeah, so I just saw him following, but I didn't think anything of it. So I left him to it and everything, got into the store now, and there's literally nobody in the store, because basically I think this was the year British Home Stores closed down in the area I went shopping in. And yeah, he followed us in, and my mum was like, oh, did you follow us or something? Because he came up to her saying, oh, what happened to her, you know? And I think that was a bit like stalkerish. Like, if you don't know, Google it. Google girl with no arms and legs. You'll find loads of girls like that, and they'll explain all about the amputation thing. But I just thought that was a bit of a strong way to find out what happened. And I get it, yes, curiosity. When curiosity peaks, you want to know, of course. But I think he just needed to be careful in how he came across, because especially being a woman, sometimes especially if you're a man, you know, you can you come across too aggressively on what happened, or you want to know all these things. I'll just tell you to fuck off, basically. I'm not being threatening here, but just be nice about it, you know. Send me a DM, say, hi Hannah, how was your day? Do you mind answering a few questions, you know? Don't just be a weirdo, you know? Yeah, oh my gosh, this one, a lot of people say it to me, and you know, I am very happy that I am able to make a difference in their life, but positively, especially like inner change or spiritual change. But this one is a bit of a backhanded compliment. It's when people say, I feel bad when I complain, because then look at you, you know, and it makes me not want to like take advantage, or it makes me want to be grateful for my life and everything. And don't get me wrong, I deeply appreciate it and everything, but why would you have to look at me to think, oh, my problems aren't that bad, you know? Because then again, I have problems too, but people have problems that are worse than mine, you know? So it's kind of like seeing it from the pity perspective, in a sense. I don't know how to explain very well, but in my head, when someone says to me, oh, I look at you and then all my problems go away. It's kind of like, okay, well, you expect me to have a huge problem by being an amputee, but really, it's not. It's probably it's very central in my life, obviously, and it's a big determining factor of where, like, things I can do and everything. But in a way, I've been able to help other people and be trying to be anyway completely selfless. So I don't think like my amputations is a problem. I think it's a solution actually to change a lot of people's view and perspective on life, and to just spread, help people be positive, you know, and be an inspirational change, I guess, in people's lives. I don't really see myself as inspirational, but people tell me this, so there's something there. I don't know what it is. But yeah, I mean, that's how I would take it on. But if people say this to me, I mean, I wouldn't be offended. I totally get it. Yeah, so I see it more as a positive change and not so much a problem, but a solution, just to round that bit up. But yeah, I mean, feel free to like say that if needed. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you say it or not, because I'm gonna take it with a pinch of salt. And the thing is, sometimes when people see me or see others like myself, they want to approach, but they don't know how to. So saying something like that, they're trying to show that they admire you in a sense. And this is a pointer for other amputees who feel frustrated when people say this as well. And this is also an insight for people who aren't amputees, to show like how we feel on the other side. I guess on the receiving side, because everyone talking to people like us and whatever. Not, I don't know. I just don't take it too seriously. And for people who know other amputees or other disabled people, just be mindful, I guess. But don't think about it too much. I mean, we're all pretty much chill, especially like if you smoke like I do, you would not take things too seriously in life, even though my star sign tends to. So, but anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'm really, really happy I got to talk to you a bit about this stuff. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really hope you enjoyed this video, and it's actually very meaningful to me because it just shows truly like how I feel and how we feel as amputees, and also gives everyone else an insight into how we feel about other people seeing this stuff or whatever not. Anyway, I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.